what does that mean for you personally? When I say to you, what environments trigger my ego? And how do I manage myself in these environments? I go into some corporate environments, lots of egos, lots of ego in the room. And here, you know, you show up as a woman in a very male-dominated room. And in the past, would go to that strong bitch place. Where here I am, and oh, I'm bigger than you, and watch me, you know. So, you know, that was my early 30s, and it, you know, I think about that and just how that isn't at all how I would want to show up again, because that isn't my strength. My strength is for me to show up as a woman I am, embodying that and bringing all those skills that has, versus trying to be a man. It's like I'm pre-planning now when I know I'm going to enter an environment like that. How am I going to show up there? I literally do a visualization where my spine grows roots into the earth. And it grounds me, and I visualize that. I'm grounded. I am solid. Nothing is going to waver my energy. I'm going to sway with the wind, but my roots are locked in. So it's taken a while to get to that place. And it's not always easy, and sure, I'll go in and I can see, you know, my heart will start to flutter in certain environments or that trigger that, but I've planned ahead. I understand that I don't have to go there, and I can show up authentically, and that's actually the safest place to be. And everybody else can react and do what they're going to do around me, but I am not going to live in reaction. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I really would challenge you, what environments trigger that for you, if any? Some of you might not have that. You know, but are there environments where you go, is this my soul or my ego right now that wants this? Why do you want what you want? What's the desire, and why are you choosing to want it? Like, why all of a sudden last year did it become extremely important for me to re-engage in my yoga practice? Like, why? Why did I want that? I wanted to feel better. I wanted to be happier. I wanted to have more space and presence for myself. You know, so why are you wanting what you're wanting right now? Is it you need to make more money? Is there an intention of I want to grow my business, or I'm feeling like I want to serve more, or I want to connect more? I want to be networking and be with other women. I want to spend time with, I want to make this year about adventure. I want to have an adventure year with my family. My husband and I did that a few years ago. Was it 3 years ago? We went on 4 trips in 1 year. We just said, this year's about travel. What are we going to do? Let's do it. And we literally set that and made it happen. I wrote, like, I do the goals, and I'm like, we will have the money, and it just came in. Like, we ended up selling a company, and it just all came together that we were able to do what we wanted to do that year. So that was the theme of our year that year, was travel and adventure. One of the things about owning your agenda that I'll talk about is like email and voicemail and all of the mails we have. I don't mean your husband, but yeah, we could talk about that too. So they're distraction. So like Julie Mortensen, who is with Franklin Covey, she has a rule that she calls never check email in the morning. So, you know, and that's about owning your agenda. It's about making sure that you are on point for that day. So this is what I intend to do tomorrow. This is the list. And granted, those are activities that need to work into my day. But your email, your voicemail, all that stuff is other people's agenda coming to you. So owning your agenda means you're going to go, you're going to take a stance that your priorities come first. You want to serve and add value, and you want to give to those other people, and you want to get back in touch with them. But you have to make sure that it's within your time. You know, so for example, I have 2 different phones, one's for this, one's for that, and this one does not get answered. In fact, both of them rarely get answered unless I look at the number and go, oh, I actually have something I need to accomplish with that person. Or that's important to what I need to do today because it's in my agenda, or it's the school. That gets to, if it's something to do with the child or the husband, it gets picked up. But otherwise, it's like, you know, oh, I have the space right now in my life and schedule. I can take that call. But if I'm busy doing something else, then I don't pick it up. It's just like when you're driving, you don't text. When you're driving, you don't pick up the phone necessarily, you know, unless you've got speaker and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, like, do you really want to take a business call or a client call when you're driving? No, you're going to be scrambling and fumbled and sound unprofessional. Versus if you just let it ring and go to voicemail, you arrive at your office, you are connected, you are aligned, and now you deal with the process. That's owning your agenda. Not letting someone else dictate it for you.